Welcome back to another episode of Inactive Listening. If this is your first time tuning in, we're your hosts. I'm Logan,
And I'm Walter.
and we have a special episode today. I'm not sure what the order of this one coming out versus our last one or whatever. We're kind of doing things a little bit differently right now, but this might be another late night special. We haven't seen one of those since episode 7. So it'll be like a two-parter, and we have a special little thing planned. We are going to be reading a story. Walter, you want to?
Yeah, not just any story, but one that's near to my heart because I wrote it. Yeah, so when I was in 8th grade in my humanities class, which is social studies and English combined for those who are unaware, we had an assignment where a local short story author came into the classroom at the start of the week and like gave us a breakdown like he wants us to write our own short story. And at the end of the week, or it must have been longer than that, but at the end of the project, he'd come back, we'd present the stories to him, and he would judge them and like tell us how we did. So for me, I thought that was awesome. Like I was aspiring to be like a young author. I love reading now, but like I was head over heels for books back then. So for me, it was like a wonderful opportunity to take a chance and like actually write something. So I wrote what I ended up calling a new recipe. That's the title of this. Anyone who's like read all the famous urban legends or I'm trying to think like the scholastic level like kids horror stories can probably see like some of the inspirations I took.
I was huge into them in middle school and like at the end of elementary, dude.
It was
We
a
had,
big deal.
online reading, and I would read horror stories all the time.
Yeah.
Like that's about it.
Did you also read the one about like the dog and the peanut butter, or not peanut butter, but like the kid hung her fingers off the
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And at the very end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I read that one a lot. Did you read the one about the clown statue?
No.
Okay.
Did you read the one of the? There was like a call in the house. There's like a babysitter there,
Uh-huh.
and then there was like, she kept getting a phone call, and there was like nothing, and then the man was like in the house with the children
No.
in the top of the cabin. There was that story, and then there was one where like, this truck driver kept like somebody left somewhere in their car, and like a truck driver behind them kept flashing his high beams and like following her.
Uh-huh.
And that is the scary tension, but it's actually because someone was in the car with her, like, and every time he would stand up,
Yeah.
he would flash his lights and he would go back down.
That's horrifying.
There's a lot of them
So,
bangers.
I mean, like, so I've actually never read that one with the high beams, but
Mhm.
you like just telling me the simple like concept, that is terrifying.
I know.
That is really
And
scary.
she was like running she was trying to get away from the
From the truck driver, but like she didn't know that he was in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrifying. So a lot of these short stories,
So this will be just as good.
I don't know. A lot of these short stories have that like creepy setting,
Mm-hmm.
a setup, and then a kind of a subversion that leaves you more creeped out, right?
Yeah.
So I definitely, probably unconsciously, was trying to emulate that the best that I could.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've done this. When I wrote it pretty fast. Like I remember, like this one I really was proud of. Still am for being in 8th grade. How old are you when you're in 8th grade?
1 year younger than you,
You're 13, brother.
probably. I don't know. Yeah, 15 was high school, so
Yeah, 13, I think.
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just, the more I talk about this, the more I'm excited about it. In order to actually present the story, we sent it to our teacher to be sent to the author ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
but we were tasked with recording a reading of it or a reenactment of it. So a lot of kids took that chance to like record a video, like they recorded their short story video, but she never said we had to do a video, the teacher. So I just recorded this like read aloud. Like it was just an audiobook basically, and I do it with my group mates. So the narration part's pretty big, and there were 4 group mates. So originally, I did half the narration, someone did the other half, and then the other 2 people did the other 2 characters.
Okay.
But it's just us 2 right now.
Yeah.
So, and I've read the story, so I'm going to read the narration,
Mm-hmm.
and Logan is going to read both characters. This is his first time seeing this. He doesn't know what it's going to be about. So we're just going to see how it goes. I don't know. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Needless to say, my classmates were not, like, their socks were not knocked off, but it was still a fun memory. So I think we're gonna share it here. Okay. You got pulled up?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay, here we go.
A new recipe.
A new recipe. I was just going to bed when I heard the phone downstairs ring. I knew who was calling even before the first full cycle, because my neighbor has been bugging me about the supposed noises in her house around the same time every night. I left my bedroom and trotted downstairs to pick up the ever-sounding phone.
Yellow.
I said through the receiver.
Hello. Hi. It's me again.
Pause right there.
What?
As this character, as you'll soon see, this is the voice of an elderly woman.
Yeah.
So okay. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure you know. Okay.
You want to redo that?
No. I just want to make sure you know.
Hello.
Do it however you think
Hello.
fits. Okay, ready?
Okay. Yellow.
I said through the receiver.
Hello? Hi, it's me again. I know that I've been nagging you a lot lately, but can you come over again to be 100% positive that there ain't a varmint in my house?
My neighbor Edna's warbly voice came through the speaker. My neighbor was a sweet old widow who lived all alone except for her old mopey hound. She was always paranoid about these apparent noises that she's been hearing. Every time I go over there, I don't hear or see anything, but she usually gives me cookies for my trouble, so I don't mind.
Sure thing, Miss Edna. I'll be right over. Just give me a few minutes.
I hung up and went over to my door to get my shoes and coat on. I then exited and locked my house to venture into the chilly air. My street isn't a particularly busy one, especially later at night, so I meandered over the road and up Miss Edna's driveway. The pine cones from the overhead tree crunched satisfyingly under my feet. I knocked on the door and waited for her to unlock it and welcome me in. She has 4 different locks on every door in her house, so I could hear each one sliding slowly open. I always wondered why someone would want such privacy. The door finally let loose a creak of surrender. Her smiling face greeted me on the way in.
Hey there, Miss Edna.
Why, hello, Ross. Come in, come in. Just put your shoes in the normal spot. The noise was right over here.
I kicked off my shoes and followed Edna up the creaky steps and into her bathroom. Her dog was laying on a couch in the living room and didn't even bat an eye when I walked in.
It was right in there,
she said. We waited in silence for a couple minutes, but there was nothing, not even a peep.
Okay, maybe it moved to another area?
I said, humoring her. It was obvious that there wasn't a thing in this house besides her and her dog, but it was rude to not care about something when it came to older people.
Yes, maybe.
What?
What?
I don't know. I feel like it was rude to not care about something when it came to older people. I don't know. Maybe maybe I was just feeling
Interesting.
sorry for old folk. I don't know. I guess like that is true, but I don't. That was funny the way I wrote that. But okay,
Is her voice good, do you think? Or should I do like...
dude, this is wonderful.
Yes, maybe.
This is perfect. You're doing great.
Okay.
Yes, maybe. Oh, well, I think I think I better just call pest control at this point because we need an expert around here. I'm sorry to waste your time, but maybe you could stay a while longer for some cookies?
She implored.
Sure thing.
I responded. Homemade sweets were always a win. She hesitated a little longer, as if trying to capture one more hint of any sound, then led me back downstairs into the kitchen.
They're right here. Just got out of the oven before you came. Please do sit down.
I pulled up a stool while she bustled about, getting me a glass of milk and a plate for cookies.
Thank you so much.
I said.
You really don't have to do this.
Don't sweat it.
She replied.
Sorry.
It is one of the only things an old woman like me can do nowadays, and it brings me pleasure to know someone else can enjoy it too. Now eat.
I very happily obliged and munched on my first cookie. I noticed it tasted a little funny, but the chocolate started melting in my mouth and I shrugged it off.
So, how's your job coming along?
She asked.
Good enough. Work is work.
I see. Well, at least you have something to keep yourself busy. Francis and I...
Edna then went on to explain a long and boring story about her and her dog, while I just ate 2 more cookies. These definitely tasted different than her normal batch, but I figured it was just a new recipe or something.
And that's why I have him on medication.
Edna said. I snapped back into awareness and smiled and nodded like I'd been listening to the whole time and found her story funny.
Mm-hmm. So, how are you liking those cookies?
She said. I could have sworn I saw almost a twinkle of hungriness in her eyes.
They are just swell!
I
Oh
assured
boy,
her.
oh boy. And I really appreciate this, but I must be going. I have to get up early for work. Oh, you can't just go just yet. Stay and eat more cookies. No. I better be off.
I said again.
I don't think so. You're a big kid now, and you can stay up later. But that doesn't mean you can't have more cookies.
She shoved a plate at my face and I felt I must take one.
Okay, but this is the last one.
I took a final cookie and ate it. It for sure tasted wrong now, and I felt the urge to spit it back out. But that would have been rude, so I just chewed and swallowed. Now I was beginning to become wary. Why did she want me to stay and eat her food so badly?
Okay, I best be off. See you around.
I stood up and was startled to find Edna almost glaring at me.
If you must.
She mumbled. I backed away to the foyer, only to find Francis up and about looking at me. His body was strangely positioned so that it was blocking the path to the door. I bent over and slowly grabbed my shoes and put them on. I glanced back to see Mrs. Edna had moved from behind the counter to the kitchen doorway with surprising stealthiness. Now I was definitely feeling creeped out. I moved to grab the door, but Francis started to growl and bark at me. I had never seen that dog walk more than 2 feet, but now he was hopping up and down, almost frothing at the mouth. I looked back and Edna...
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Typo!
Oh.
And we're back. I looked back at Edna with a confused face, trying to ask her to help me, but I was sorry I did when I saw she had moved up another couple feet, so if I wanted to, and I didn't, I could reach out and touch her. At this point, I was sweating and scared for my safety, so I just reached for the door past the snapping Francis. That proved to be an awful idea because he jumped up and lashed onto my coat sleeve.
Ah!
I cried. The dog had an iron grip and easily shredded through my jacket. I backed up to get away from the evil mutt, but accidentally bumped into Edna.
Sorry.
I muttered, and then realized that Edna was looking at me with satanic desire.
Miss Edna, are you okay?
I asked.
Of course, dearie. Now just stand still.
Edna grabbed me with almost inhuman strength and held me tight.
Yo! Let me go!
I screamed, but something was wrong with me. I was getting black tints around my vision, and I was feeling extra woozy. Edna just squeezed me tighter.
Don't you want to give me a hug before you leave?
She said. Then, without warning, she smiled a Cheshire cat grin and laughed maniacally. I was losing feeling in my fingers, and I wanted to fight back, but the nausea combined with the fact that she was an old woman made me not budge.
Dang! Dang!
I was 6 feet 6 inches tall, and she still managed to hold on to me like it was nothing. Francis began to prowl towards me, growling and frothing at the mouth.
You see, dearie,
Edna growled.
Francis has been sick for a while now and needs to find new forms of sustenance. I care about him very much, and the medication just won't do anymore. So if he gets his exercise and meal at the same time, he can be more healthy. There are benefits to all this work, too. I get free ingredients for all my cookies.
I didn't really understand because of how dizzy and blurred my vision was, and I had stopped fighting completely. I just stood there, wrapped in Edna's cold embrace.
However, Francis is getting old, and I can't risk you hurting him right now. So I'm gonna have to handicap you a little further.
Edna picked me up with incredible strength and began to squeeze. She squeezed around my chest so hard. She squeezed on my chest so hard I thought my ribs were going to crack.
Is this me?
Sure. And then they did. The pain was unbearable, and it didn't help when Edna finally dropped me to the ground. I was on my hands and knees trying to breathe without stabbing my lungs.
Okay, Francis, dinner time.
Edna cackled with delight as she watched her beloved dog come closer. I never stood a chance. Francis lunged at me and barreled into my side. I faded in and out of consciousness, what with the wooziness and the pain of my ribs. At that point, I was pretty sure I knew why Edna had so many locks on her doors. Let me retake that. At that point, I was pretty sure I knew why Edna had so many locks on her doors. The last thing I remember was Francis looming over me with my throat in his mouth and my breath never coming back.
Dang! All right.
Whoa!
What do you think?
I think it sounded like a 13-year-old wrote it for sure.
Dude, it was good. It was fun.
You did really good.
You think?
I think so. I think they're both believable.
Dude, in my breath never coming back, a bar.
Is it?
Absolutely a bar.
Yeah. I don't know. That last sentence, the last thing I remember was Francis looming over me with my throat in his mouth.
Mhm.
Is that tough? I feel like when I wrote that, I definitely thought I was tough. Like, wow, this is such a creepy ending. But I don't know. I read that now.
It could be. I feel like if this was true, you wouldn't have a whole lot of time with your throat in his mouth, right?
Right.
Like, he would be biting,
Right.
probably. He wouldn't be, like, holding it. I don't know. I've never been kidnapped like that.
I've never been mauled by a giant hound.
This
before.
reminds me I don't know if you've watched it, in It 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've seen it. We watched It all the way because it was like kind of scary as a kid for me. Watch it again. It was great. Watch It 2 like right afterwards, and there's a scene. Okay, spoiler. Skip ahead a little bit if you don't want to hear the spoiler. But there's a one of the main characters. They're like all grown up now in It 2, and they come back to the town, and one of the main characters goes to like her childhood home, and her neighbor I think has moved in, and she's like just like crazy. And you should watch that scene, if not the whole movie. It's really good, but it reminded me of this because it's like innocent old lady takes a twist. But yeah, I like the last bar, in my breath never coming back. That's probably something you would realize as you were dying, like taking a breath, and you're like, actually, my breath isn't coming back. Okay. I like this, dude. This was really fun.
Yeah. I definitely thought, like,
Would you publish it now?
I was 6 feet 6 inches tall, and she still managed
Is
to
that
hold
how,
me like it
how
was
tall
nothing.
you were? And
Yeah.
Dang. Did you grow any more or no? Like, what are you right now?
No, hold on. I mustn't. There's no way.
6'6", dude, that'd be insane.
I was definitely. I'm trying to think. I was 6'6" in junior of high school.
What are you right now? Do you know?
6'8" with shoes on.
Really?
Yeah, I was definitely at least 6 foot when I was 13, but not 6'6". That would have been crazy.
Still. This was great, dude. This was a banger.
There's a lot of stuff I look back at now, like, and I think is okay. Like, there are much better ways. Reading, I was 6 feet 6 inches tall, and she still managed to hold on to me like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's not as natural as if
I would say I was 6'6".
there are other. Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
What is 6 foot? 72 plus 6.
I was 78 inches tall, and she was still grabbing onto me like I was a nothing.
Earlier, it says the pine cones from the overhead
Yeah.
tree crunched satisfyingly under my feet. I think that's okay. That's a little bit
The
better.
pine cones from the tree overhead
Yeah,
crunched satisfyingly under my feet.
yeah.
Dude, and then we go in and we revise and edit and add on. No, I like this story, dude. We had one that we had to write for. I had like a similar thing, I think in 5th grade or maybe middle school. I think it was called Storybird or something, or Storyboard. I don't know. There was like a bird icon at some point.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just wrote like every day we would like write for a while. And that was, I thought, a great story. Like I actually was so excited to write every single day. And then I don't know what happened to it. Might be gone forever. So yeah, what did you guys think? Did you freaking get the heebie-jeebies like I did? Woo! That was good.
I think I gassed it up too much.
We should have done, no.
I think I remembered it too fondly, frankly. I'm just sitting here now and I'm like, wow, I must have really been stroking my ego. Because,
Hey, okay, dude. Reading it and whenever you wrote it and you were 13. Yeah.
I must have thought like I was the man back then to carry that with me until now.
It probably was. It probably was really good.
Eh,
You don't think so?
it was, I mean, it's okay.
I like it.
Thanks.
I think it was great. I think this was really fun. We should have done this at Halloween. This would have been great.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Pretty close. Only missed it by a month. Pretty close.
All right, well, do we want to read anything else? Do we want to cut it here? We're at 30 minutes.
Really? That was 30 minutes?
We took some time whenever you were researching stuff.
Oh.
This will probably be like a 20-minute, 25-minute
Yeah.
episode. I get on, I get down, I get on.
I don't know. We don't have to post it either. We can just hold on to it and save it if need be. Like, I don't know if we have a postable thing tonight.
I 100% think that this is like a late night
Yeah.
special. I like that title.
Okay.
We don't use it that often.
Yeah. But like,
And it's
I
fun.
honestly I don't know what else to talk about. Like to
That's
make
fine.
to make the rest of the episode.
We'll just do the original.
Okay.
When we're actually talking about stuff.
Okay.
Because like in the late night special, the first episode, episode 6, I think, is actually like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was the reverse of this though, because we just talked about whatever, and then like an hour and 10 minutes was episode 7 or whatever, and we talked about. Might have even been longer. We talked about the letter for like a long time. So we could have this, and then we'll just have a shorter or like a normal size Thanksgiving one.
Okay. Okay. Let's record that then, because I'm also a little bit hungry. So let's get that under our belts.
Okay.
Shoot first. Done by 7:15.
Sure.
Okay.
30 minutes. Do you want to end this one off, or me?
I'll end it off.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening to this little experiment we did. I learned a lot. I learned to not look back on the past with such rose-tinted glasses.
Did you have fun?
I had fun. This is a good time.
This was fun. I really liked reading, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just brought back memories too of just who I was when I was writing that. Like, I was just so young. I was just like so young. But I definitely didn't think I was. It was good.
Because you were 6'6".
Yeah, I didn't know. Thank you for reading it with me. I'm glad you
Yeah,
wanted
dude,
to.
this was amazing. I think we should do this more often. And anyone listening out there, anyone at all, let us know what you thought about this little mini series episode of reading. I think it was really fun. A little change of pace. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed as well. If not, very sorry to hear that. You don't have to listen anymore. You could leave.
If not, so sorry. So sorry about that. We'll work on it better
Big
next time.
inconvenience.
Yeah, I
Let
know.
us know.
Not our intention. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.